The game is in. It was rigged. It's all an illusion, and still, Hillary Rodham Clinton will be the next president of the United States because of it. Why is this going to happen? Because of incidents like this.
What do you want? When do you want it?
That is the corporate horse stream prostitutes running after Hillary Clinton's car today. As we see, CNN, Hillary Clinton, the most powerful person. Let's take a look at her life and career, not of any criticism, not of any laws she broke, not of any controversies or illegal things she did. No, let's look how great she is. Let's look at her. Oh, she's talking to a 19-year-old at a gas station. She's stuffing her fat face in with Chipotle. She's wonderful and great. That's how they're gonna rig this whole game, and they rigged it. And it's all basically an illusion. The mainstream media is setting up a perception like she is already in. And that's why the New York Times they're even saying it's inevitable. And in this article, they even broke down how Hillary Clinton just hired a professional image softener to make her look like the normal common folk. And it just came out how 44% of her Twitter followers are real. The rest are fake. The rest are bots. She has more likes in Baghdad, Iraq than any other city in the United States. When she was head of the State Department, she made her agency pay $630,000 in year money, in year taxes, to bulk up fake Facebook likes. They're setting up this illusion like she's popular, like she's normal. Meanwhile, when you do try to get to Hillary Clinton, this is what happens.
Hey, Queen Hillary. Where are you on the Walmart board? Hey, you can't grab me. Get your hands off me.
Get outside.
Get your hands off me.
Outside the hotel.
Get your hands off me. Get your hands off me.
You gotta go.
Get your hands off me. Get your hands off me.
You literally get shoved violently out from even being close to her when you dare to ask a hard question like my friend did for WeAreChange just a few years back, and it's intensified to the point where zombie mainstream media is just running, begging her for an interview. And of course, she is not doing interviews, and that's why the mainstream media sees it fit to suck up to her, because if they believe they suck up to her, they're going to get access. And with this high demand for Hillary Clinton will now set the terms of who will interview her. And by setting the terms, she sets the questions, she sets everything up. And that's why the mainstream media is falling for this trick. The mainstream media is trying to establish her as the candidate who's going to win. And with that illusion, they're going to portray some Republican, I'm saying Jeb Bush and Marco Rubio most likely, against each other. And then you're going to be picked to choose the lesser of two evil. Meanwhile, they're still freaking evil, and we're missing the bigger point here. They divide and conquer you between who's worse. And then, of course, they're going to set up this illusion like this person is going to be there. They're extremely popular. Meanwhile, all they have is this illusion. And once you break that illusion, you break everything else. Now, if you look at Rand Paul, he's doing interviews. He's getting called out on flip-flopping like very important stances where he said states should decide gay marriage. Instead, now he's saying he's repulsed by it when he's running. He's just listening to his Republican kind of cheerleaders who are telling him what to do to win the Republican nominations. They're calling him out on it. He's getting a very hard situation to deal with because he is doing those interviews. Hillary Clinton is not in any way, shape, or form. Meanwhile, she has this huge illusion. Why does she have this huge illusion? Because she panders to the military-industrial complex, the prison-industrial complex, and they pay her all the money, and that's why she says she's going to be tough on crime. She's going to be tough on the war on drugs. Her rhetoric is strongly against, if you look at her foreign policy, look what she did in Libya. Look at the situation she's causing in Syria. If you really want to understand who she is as a person. Meanwhile, she's not being called out on any of her controversy, any of her lies. There's the situation with Brian Williams. Brian Williams' career was over for lying about an incident that happened in Iraq because he made up the fact that his helicopter was shut down. Look what Hillary Clinton did when she was First Lady.
Count. I remember landing under sniper fire. There was no greeting ceremony, and we basically were told to run to our cars. Now that is what happened.
Thank you. There was no sniper fire either.
Of course there was no sniper fire. The lying, evil, conniving, manipulating witch is buying all the influence, lying, and her political career should have been over, just like Brian Williams' career is over now, with this huge lie that she's telling to make you believe that she is the common folk, the popular person, the inevitable person to be president of the United States of America. You look at who is she getting her money from. Citigroup, Goldman Sachs, JP Morgan and Chase, Morgan Stanley, Time Warner, Lehman Brothers, Cablevision, 21st Century Fox, Merrill Lynch. All the huge mega corporations are buying her out, giving her all the money, and she's doing their bidding for them, using that money to convince you of this illusion that she's popular. Meanwhile, she's lying clearly about her horrible record of being the most untransparent Secretary of State there ever was, fully lying about her emails that she was asked even when she first entered the office, totally lied, deleted any kind of email that she had, so she cannot be held accountable. She deleted 30,000 emails. Meanwhile, the rich who are buying our government from people like Hillary Clinton, who's spending the money to look like a common folk like you are, they're robbing this country blind. And when people protest or even do extreme acts, there's a man who recently killed himself near the Capitol because he was sick about the 1% controlling things in this world. Did you see this mentioned on any mainstream media outlet? Did you see this very important fact of this huge act of just suicide, of protest outside the Capitol? No. In Vietnam, when people killed themselves against the Vietnam War, that was headline news all over mainstream media publications, but you do not, because the game is rigged. It's all an illusion. And the second we stop believing it, the second we stop supporting it, the second we don't be fooled, it is over for them. And not only is Hillary Clinton being bought off by all the top mega corporations, the top elite of this country, she's also being bought off by other foreign countries like Saudi Arabia, which she received $500,000 worth of jewels from a Saudi dictator who chops off heads, persecutes gays. Meanwhile, she's pictured with all these Saudi Arabian just dictators who violate women's human rights, who persecute gays and journalists, but she knowingly accepts money for them with the Clinton Global Initiative's gifts. There's a reason the Saudi dictator is giving $500,000 worth of jewels to people like Hillary Clinton. And of course, then we know the fact that the FBI is also covering the link between Saudi Arabia financing the 9/11 attacks, but don't talk about that. No. We have to talk about a very important fact of Hillary Clinton at a gas station who talks at a 19-year-old. Do not be fooled by this illusion, because once it is gone, once we cannot be tricked by all their money that they send with this huge PR machines to convince us that we should vote for the lesser of two evils, that we should pick and decide, that we should have someone just on the other side so the bad guy doesn't get in. We have to pick the most popular person. It's a huge popularity contest, but once you expose it for what it really is, their game is over. And it is over once we decide it to be over. And that's why, Hillary Clinton, they're spending a lot of money getting Facebook likes. Who do you think Google and Twitter, that they're paying all this money for all these fake likes and fake fans? Who do you think that are going to cater to? Independent media like myself, who is exposing them, or the hand that feeds them? And that's these people. And of course, that's why they're censoring again this YouTube channel. Our subscribers are not getting these videos. Videos are being demonetized without any reason at all, and they're making sure you do not see this video. That's why share this video with anyone you think is being fooled by this huge game that's being played with your lives. Share this video. If you found this information helpful, click the like button. All the links and information and video and articles and documents will be in the description below. Fact check everything before believing anybody. Believe yourself. Do your homework. But most importantly, do not be fooled by this illusion.